Hello guys, this is Bandichess back with a new video, and today we are going to look at another opening trap, and this one will be particularly tricky and twisted because although it appears to be an opening trick for white, in fact the combination that leads up to this whole scenario is actually unsound, and therefore the whole opening trap is basically the temptation to go for this line as white, but I think I'm better off getting right into the middle of it and explaining it when we get there than trying to confuse myself and everybody else included. So we are talking about a French line that starts off with e4, e6, d4, d5, knight e2, knight, I said knight, f6, e5, knight d7, and knight gf3. A fairly irregular way to develop the knight in this particular line. White normally plays here bishop d3, and then the knight goes to e2 and the other one goes to f3, or white can choose to go for f4 and then this knight goes to f3 and that one to e2 again. So knight f3, yeah, it's a little bit funny here, although it looks entirely natural. c5, c3, knight c6 and bishop d3. Up till here everything is perfectly normal. And f6 here is the moving question that we need to discuss, that could be basically an invitation for white to engage with this knight g5 sacrifice, which was actually played by quite strong players, including Mikhail Tal, or champion. But I have to say that despite the fact that even Tal employed this sacrifice, it is actually unsound. The concept behind this knight sacrifice is that after the check on h5, g6, bishop takes g6, pawn takes. White obviously doesn't take on h8 because then he would remain down in material with the center soon to collapse. The idea is to take on g6 and after king e7 execute this beautiful sacrifice of playing knight e4. The problem, however, is that black does not have to play bishop h6, which was played in the Tar game, after which Tar beautifully executed here at the end of the game. Well, hardly surprised really. He played bishop takes g5, sorry for ruining the fun this time, and after bishop takes, he went for this absolutely stunning mate. And that is basically the essence of the trick. However, in this position, after knight e4, black by no means is obliged to play bishop h6, and in fact there is a very nice counter sacrifice. D takes e5 that sorts out all the issues for black. The problem for white now is that even though I can win the queen, my queen is hanging too, and if knight f6 check, then king c7, then knight e8 check. Now king b8 would lose because after the bishop is capturing on d8, c7 would be threatening with mate, so the white queen remains immune. But now the very clever queen takes e8, sacrifice the queen, queen takes back, and after bishop g7, lo and behold, the white king got trapped and the game is gone. Basically the best you can do is white is to take, and after takes, knight takes. Black has got two pieces for the rook, and yes, the GH pawns, fast pawns could look a bit intimidating, but the two bishops will eventually succeed. So once again, the trick doesn't work, but black really has to be careful and know his stuff and play in this position. Knight takes e5, otherwise white is just winning, and in particular this line, the way how the Tar game developed was particularly stunning. So I will leave this one as the final position, but once again I need to warn everyone that this sacrifice is actually not correct. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more soon.